What's going on, everyone? Look, I'm just gonna get to it because everyone talks about me and it's annoying. And then it's like what is it? Look, I wouldn't go out on a night like this for $3.66, but like it starts off, it's like when the wind starts howling, then the trees start bumping, and then the reeds start rustling, and then the thingies start growling, and then the Grinch gets uppity, and I wouldn't go out for $3.66. But like in this case, the Grinch is Tiffany, and she's nagging me. Look, I might even play some vampire. Probably not. I'm actually setting up a hacking lab to do some more AI hacking because I left off in the middle of that AI hacking thingy, and in another week the cycle starts over again, and then I can get ECEs for it or whatever the fuck. And Biden fucked up the economy so much. Like I was talking to one of the recruiters I know, and they were like, "Hey, things are getting kind of tough. Would you consider taking a job for $125,000?" And I was like, I mean, I'd rather not, but I guess so, right? I mean, eventually I'll get a job paying more, but like just because I want to get crypto before the thing goes up, right? That's all it really is. Just anything remote that is wiggle the mouse so you can pay me, and I hate to say it like that. Like I can code it with my eyes closed. I can do hacking with my eyes. I have allegedly I have to take mushrooms and smoke herb so that way I calm down and like my brain stops working so fast so I can like be on everyone else's level and just like casually hack things. If you like let me do it my way, it's gonna everything gets hacked, which they told me not to do. But look, I'm just going to say it. Um, I'm not dealing with any murderers. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I do not give a fuck. Like the whole I'll just say it. I don't give a shit. Um, they're trying to have Jordan McRachel do a little fucking thingy about like everyone should get along, and the Witches Coven is like, just remember that we have to have homemaking. I'm gonna be flat out. I'm not dealing with any murderers because the murderers are not on your side. All right, I'm not on anyone's side. I am the Nevermarine Hortator because I am the reincarnation of a legendary hero, and I'm here to solve all the world's problems. So if that entitles me joining your cause for a little bit and like stopping a rebellion, sure. If it means becoming a vampire and jumping all over, I'll do that too. I don't really give a shit. I have my own agenda. My own agenda is I just don't want to have to live in a people farm surrounded by murderers and shit like that. 10-year plan, 4-year plan, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Right? Oh well, for the greater good, I don't give a shit. You don't murder people for the greater good. I mean, like, again, it's all a form of control. Even if you were to murder someone for the greater good, like in the Book of Mormon and Nephi and all that bullshit, you still murder the bad person. You don't have the bad person murder the good person and then be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." That's because you are controlling them. That's because the moment they go off script, your script, everything is fucked, right? Right? So it's still just more control. I'm sick of this. Just Santa Claus isn't real. Everyone, that's your parents buying presents under the tree. I'm done with this bullshit. I'm done with the cloak and dagger bullshit. I'm not dealing with murderers. Okay, I'm not. I don't want to have to join anyone's club. The most I will do is show up for Tiffany when I need to, if I need to, and that's even pushing it because she's pushing my buttons too much with this other fucking bullshit going on still. All I want to do is work and get paid and stack crypto and silver because I see the writing on the wall. And probably everyone's like, oh, the next election, probably by like 2030 is when precious metals are going to start to really go up. We might break $50, but like when I say silver might break $50, I mean like 55, $70, and they'll like freak out about that and consider it to be like, oh my God, silver broke $70, and then they'll slam it back down to like 20 or some shit like that. If they even do that, which they probably won't because they have crypto. until about 2030. Then they'll probably start like having things in place where they can like back off the crypto and start putting the real value into precious metals. Again, boilers, ledgers, that's all it is until about 2030. And this isn't me, this is feng shui. Until about 2030, they're going to be having that shit. Now look, I understand that there's espionage until about 2030, crypto is going to outpace metals. I understand how espionage, counterintelligence, all that bullshit. I have a degree in it. I'm not trying to get into this, all right? I also know that I saw the thing you had, like they were saying South Korea was involved in that sexting. For years I've been telling everyone they're doing sexting ops in DC and shit like that, and everyone told me I was crazy and I'm not, and no, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And then they announced it like 2 weeks ago, and at first they said Israel, South Korea, and China, and now they're backing off of South Korea. Now they're like, oh no no no, it was just Israel and China, and the people who were South Korean, there were some rogue factions that are aligning with China and the South Korean government, but they're not really for South Korea, and we'll handle them differently. And trust us, pinky promise, we'll take care of it. That's how politics. I understand that's how politics goes. Tiffin Josen, I understand how politics works. I just don't want to deal with murderers. I'm not dealing with that. If you do that bullshit, I will call them out on it. The most I'll accept is that the Trumps are putting them in the limelight. That way, people will look into their bullshit because they tend to do that every now and then. But even then, you should just call it out for what it is. If people just called out the bullshit before it got to if people called out bullshit before it started to stink, you wouldn't have to deal with all this bullshit. I'm not. Everyone unite. Yeah, unite after someone got murdered. You're not thinking about that though. You're really not. After the Democrats have been defeated, you're still not thinking about it. Basically, everyone is saying we are on a people farm, and the reptile cone-headed motherfuckers have to be defeated. Just say that. Just say that. I'm not dealing with murderers. No, no. I will. I will. If I absolutely need to, I'll just buy her another dress. I don't give a shit. I'm not dealing with murderers.